welcome everybody. My name is Solo Snivy. Welcome everybody. I am your host for today's Champions on the Rise by Offstage Malaysia. Now this is our first Pokemon VGC format, or let's just say like Pokemon Champions tournament we're hosting, and this is not gonna be the last. But the reason why we placed it on this day specifically is for the fact that Master Ball League for the Malaysian scene, the Malaysian Regional Pokemon VGC Championship is happening this weekend. And for those of you who want to get some good little practice in, or at least watch some sets, feel free to join. Today we have our broadcast on YouTube as well as Facebook. So starting from 5th May, which is today, we have this online hosted tournament series for Pokemon Champions hosted on our Discord channel. So this is a brand new Discord we're starting for all Nintendo fans, but we're starting things off specifically with Pokemon Champions as it is the brand new hotness for the Nintendo scene. Pokopia as well, of course, but you know, that one can take a while. There's no major competitive element there, but feel free, this server is designed for all types of fans to find fellow fans and communicate, trade, whatever you want to do. Just don't, be an unlikable person is all I can say. So, our tournament actually right now gonna have a good amount of people. Ooh. Of course, most of them are in Master Ball, right? But that's not really the issue here. We have total of, with this room member, the room should be filled with at least up to 9 people, as this main stream has its own this is a host switch, so this is specifically meant for hosting the spectate mode, and everyone else should participate in their own way. And we're gonna start in 2 minutes. Just give us some time. So just a quick message for everybody. Thank you everyone for joining this event. We are very appreciative for everyone to join, because it's not easy to be a Pokemon participant in any way. And the fact that we have a full 8-man bracket today is pretty respectable, considering I find it difficult to find that many people normally, right? And the fact that we have 10 people online right now makes it a really good thing, because like at least I know for sure that there are already participants out there looking to participate in tournaments like this. So for those of you who haven't participated in our Champions on the Rise as well, our next tournament for this will be in 2 weeks. We'll do this every bi-weekly on Tuesdays. If there's suggestion for any other day, we'll do based on majority head count. But that's also because Friday we have Smash Brothers Ultimate online tournaments for our scene. So we can't expect all the like Friday for everybody. Saturday is our locals for Smash Brothers Ultimate as well. Sunday might be difficult, as a lot of people might have time to spend with their families instead. So I put it on a weeknight as people can play. So this tournament bracket today is a single elimination bracket for 8 people. Estimated for a best of 3 set at most should be 30 to 40 minutes. And best of 3 means the first person to win 2 sets, 2 rounds, takes the game, right? Right, welcome. This is our co-tournament organizer as well as co-host Resh. So in case you don't know, Resh, we are 1 room for the entire event because you can fit up to 12 people. Then you can spectate whichever one you see, because if you live spectate, your voice is probably more accurately timed, I should say. But give me a second, I'll also put voice capture. enter into the spectator view. Alright. So for those of you who are on Facebook, welcome. Hello, my name is OffstageMY. This is probably your first time seeing this, specifically to the Pokemon community. Welcome. This is our first event for the Pokemon community, and we hope to have a great relationship with all of you out there participating either in friendly trades, community gatherings, or whatever. We can be their hosts, but for now, we're mainly here to start things off with some good old Pokemon champions. Well, you didn't reply, so I didn't say anything. I'm still TOing right now. Resh, you are on. If you want to commentate, I will commentate for the first round so you can mute and deafen. But the next round I'll go on stream and then you commentate mine. I can. Hello? Hello? Okay, so right now you basically spectate whichever match we decide. So for now you play your game. I will go on stream next and then you can commentate my match. Basically we just don't want to play at the same time. Yep. You can play on whichever room. Well, I mean, your opponent is probably already there, so. Right, so everybody in the chat seems to be doing okay. All right, we're heading into the first game. Let me put my the words first. Player 2, this one is Sunny. Oh, sorry, not so typical. This one is Sunny. Alright, we're going into the first game. So currently my team, let me look at the team sheets for this team. So naturally we can see that on Sunny's side, he has a pretty decent sand team as I presume. Oh my god, there's so much Discord pinging. Okay, fake out for the first one, a high dragon. Ooh, good damage, good damage. Actually, I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, so sorry, guys. So let's just talk about the first one, right? So Sunny right now seems to have a very good sand team in contrast to his name, right? Tyranitar and High Dragon being the first one, with High Dragon being obviously the most capable special attacker on this setup. But if Whimsicott has Dazzling Gleam or even Moonblast, it would be very risky either way. Tyranitar goes for Tyrannotype, which in the case of a Weather War would have reset the Sand Stream, but in this case, no contest for Weather on his opponent's side, because besides Drought, Torkoal is not out on the field or has not been sent on the field just yet. Alright, Kangaskhan just now did a fake out, now doing the Drain Punch, very good damage. Recovered us back to full. So what can we expect here? Alright, Heat Wave, high damage to Whimsicott, not dead just yet. Kangaskhan still have a lot of health. Okay, never mind, good damage. Doubling up with that spread move plus Tyranitar's attack. Alright, right now, not so typical is pretty dire situation for both Pokemon to get knocked out by a single spread move from High Dragon or Rock Slide from Tyranitar. Considering his situation, will he switch or will he outspeed and set something up? Specifically from Prankster Whimsicott, which I assume can do something special. Ooh, now that's a fast Moonblast. Sending High Dragon out quick, cutting all chances of spread damage from High Dragon specifically, and Kangaskhan doubles up. I presume Tailwind was set, which I actually can't check as a spectator. I'm shocked. I actually didn't know that. I should pay attention. Gee. Yeah, I missed out the first turn in my book. But the sand buffeted, hitting Whimsicott and knocking him out. Drain Punch manages to keep Kangaskhan alive for at least 2 more turns from Sandstorm, which right now Sandstorm is at risk of getting negated, but again, Tyranitar's out. The only one who would benefit from this is most likely Excadrill if he ever comes out. But, yup, Excadrill still has probably 2 turns or 3 turns of Sandstorms left. A Mode Breaker, interesting choice of an ability for Basculegion male here. And Kangaskhan is still alive. He can't do a fake out. He has Drain Punch. What other moves does he have currently? Check. Not so typicals. Kangaskhan has Fake Out, Facade, Last Resort, and Drain Punch. The Drain Punch has been doing a lot of good damage, and it can only do damage against Excadrill here as well. But Mimikyu having Disguise will at least save him 1 hit from not going down immediately. Disguise ability is pretty good. It's basically a substitute built into your kit by default, but Protect on the Mimikyu. Lash Specs was gonna go for the Mimikyu to tank it. It will tank the Lash Specs, let's be sure, but Protect is gonna negate Excadrill's damage from his, Excadrill's damage from Earthquake specifically. And right now Kangaskhan is down 3 versus 2 remaining on Not So Typical versus Sunny. Alright, the Chandelure comes out. Again, another shiny. Good catch from your main game, I assume. Okay, so 3 means the first one to get 2 wins will take the set. Right now, both players are doing modestly well, especially not so typical for now. Both players are making the decision who is remaining on the right player's side. Not so typical right now. Probably either has Oracle or Sneasler, which I assume is Sneasler because Drought, well, he never used the chance to set up Drought. But Drought can come out right now and blast some damage thanks to that Drought setup. Shadow Sneak on the basket, on the Chandelure, Mega as well. They do quite a bit of damage, about 40 to 50%. That's one hit KO. Last Respects does so much, even just after one knockout from his opponent. Alright, both of them are low. Thankfully, Nosso Twitter still has one more Pokemon, but the Heat Wave Focus Sash effect comes right through. One more hit. But this looks pretty dire, if not. Yep, on opposing side's Tailwind ran out. He could have a chance, but doesn't have the speed boost. And it ends on a forfeit. Not so typical, takes the first game. Great match for Not So Typical. That was pretty good. Alright, we're going into a second game. Not So Typical on the right again, Sunny on the left. So right now, with the same teams, how will each player adapt? Specifically Sunny in this case, who is one game away from being eliminated in this tournament right now. Single elimination, so that's definitely one factor. Time is ticking, 20 seconds down. 15. Who is choosing their Pokemon and still not deciding? Alright, we're gonna go in straight to the first one. Alright, so the main thing about Pokemon VGC, I think that's very incredible, is that team synergy and strategy is very important. So abilities affect how things happen very quickly. Speed control as well. So for example, let's say on Not So Typical side, it's very good speed control now because Basket Legion is a very fast Pokemon with a water type damage against 2 who are weak to water. Plus, with Whimsicott, Prankster ability gives +1 priority, which means you'll move at least one level, one tier faster than everyone else. So these are moves that are like quick attack, for example, quick attack, right? And for another example, if for +2 priority is specifically extreme speed, then protect is a +5. So protect will always be faster than most moves ever, which is why it's the best move in VGC because it helps defend you from anything. And sometimes stalling out a turn can be very effective for many Pokemon, especially in the case of like weather. So right now, Tailwind setup, which means both Pokemon on non-so typical side will be double in speed. Their specs are double. Flip turn hits first because of that Tailwind. Even though I still presume most of the Pokemon on Sunny side doesn't really have that high of a speed stat to really counter that. Torkoal comes out, Drought is reset, and as the fact is, Mega Tyranitar is already activated. That means no Sandstream can be activated in response. So the only way to reset your weather is to switch out and switch back in, which is risky. Torkoal right now has a great advantage, except he is right now below half health. Normally for many Torkoals, they will go for a Drought into Eruption setup, which that move is very special. There are specific moves like Water Spout and Eruption that it does more damage when you have more health. So in those situations, Eruption will do tons of damage on your opponent if he can activate it sooner than his opponents. But in this case, I assume it would be Heat Wave, but great kill, double KO for Sunny. Not so typical, down to Pokemon right now. Now who will he pick? Basculegion is already a choice, but who's the second one? Chandelure comes back out. So right now we have a Dark type, Dragon type who resists actually everything on the opponent's team. Tyranitar weak, but he could protect considering his factors. Chandelure has the Chandelure right, which means he can Mega Evolve, which means his special attack will be very high. To be fair, I haven't really seen Chandelure much in the ladder, so I can't really give my proper analysis on that Pokemon and how it affects the set, besides the fact that he can Heat Wave and set out a lot of good fire damage. Plus, in this particular case, Sun is up, right? Fire damage is very, very high right now. Alright, Mega Chandelure is up. Dash Respects hits. Doesn't do too much as it is not very effective. It does half damage in that case. Heat Wave does a lot to knock out Corviknight, especially with the Sun boosted Heat Wave. If you don't know, weather actually adds 1.5 in case of Sun and Rain. Ooh, Dark Pulse does so much, but it doesn't knock out. That could be crucial. Legion is definitely faster, and I believe Tailwind is still up for at least one turn. From what I remember. Oh, I can actually select Battle Info. Okay, Tailwind, yep. Sandstorm is reset. No Sun boosted damage right now. Sunny has 3 Pokemon remaining. Decides to protect the Tyranitar. Dash Respects tries to go for it. It would have done it too. Heat Wave set. Is this where Hydreigon goes down? Definitely so. great win. Sunny takes it back 1-1. Great retaliation. Again, you don't see this too often, I won't deny. I'm surprised they changed court. Alright, with a good 1-1 matchup right now, let's see how Not So Typical retaliates in favor. Because I think Sunny adapted quite well, besides the fact that Coronet really couldn't do too much in that previous game. The other three actually did quite a good amount of damage. So I believe from that previous team, it was Tyranitar, Excadrill, Corviknight, and Hydreigon with the Excadrill remaining in the back as his fourth Pokemon to bring back out. On the right side though, previously got destroyed by great Rock Slide and Dark Pulse coming in pretty clutch as well. Besides that, Rock Slide I think did most of the damage, not gonna lie. So we saw the drought tactic came out last game. Did pretty well, let's be fair. So how will they fare for this next one? We'll see. Alright. Going in with the Sneasler Whimsicott this time for full speed with some fighting type action. So it will be really good against Tyranitar or Excadrill. 4 times effective against Tyranitar specifically. But I think the danger here comes from Excadrill, as I expected, to protect against Sneasler. Fake out, gonna hit his opponent. Pretty good read on the fact that Tyranitar probably doesn't matter as much considering they are both using priority moves on this turn. Tailwind means double speed, and Sneasler I assume either has Focus Sash or White Herb. White Herb if used, he has the Unburden ability, right? So Sneasler's Unburden ability means when your item is used in the game, his speed is double, which means very much like high chance of sweeping just based on speed alone. But from what I remember, Excadrill also has Sand Veil, either Sand Veil or Sand Rush. I believe it's Sand Rush, which increases its speed in the sand as well. So right now, Excadrill and Sneasler are fighting for some of the fastest Pokemon in the set. Tyranitar is definitely the last one to move. Plus, Whimsicott probably being either second or third fastest. But, you know, Prankster means nothing matters in that particular case, and Tyranitar returns. Go my! I understand that reference. Protect on the Whimsicott. Excadrill could use Earthquake here, but a double protect! Double protect is a great chance just in case. Switching out the Tyranitar for the chance of Earthquake. That's perfect too. Alright. Sandstorm continues to hurt their all other Pokemon besides Excadrill here. Wow, actually commentating Pokemon VGC quite taxing. There's a lot to talk about, and not every turn is long. Yeah, like this. Protect frame 1. I assume Rotom is gonna do something here. Moonblast straight on the Rotom, good lead. But that said, it's not very effective on the Excadrill, so it's probably just more natural. Close combat, definitely going on to the Excadrill here, and Protect shields it. Will-O-Wisp is probably good. Oh no, it missed the Sneasler. Crucial chance to halve Sneaser's attack. In case you don't know, burn status halves your damage output on attack, like physical attacks. And then Sneasler is a physical attacker, which makes a lot of sense, but the miss was so bad, so unlucky. Can he bring this back from this unfortunate one turn miss? You couldn't get a double protect. Whimsicott sends right back in with a Moonblast on Excadrill. Think he could read for maybe like a switch out or something, maybe? Close combat goes in, doubles up. Definitely takes it out. The Excadrill is down. One crucial sweeper is gone now. I assume he's gonna switch into his 4th unknown Pokemon right now. But Not So Typical has a very great lead in this game. Oh, Will-O-Wisp lost and missed again! That is bad. That is really bad. Right. Sending in his Tyranitar. I assume he's gonna protect because Sneasler is still fast as heck without a burn, in fact. And if you do not, Will-O-Wisp it's not 100% hit rate. You know, it's like what, 90, 80, give or take. Whimsicott shields it up. Whimsicott is proving to be so beneficial. And the double protect! You gotta set up! I don't think they have any moves to set up too! He's gonna go for another Will-O-Wisp. I think this is very dire. 3 turns of Will-O-Wisp not being able to land. And the Weather War is lost as well. Considering he does have one more Pokemon. But switching out now is so unfavorable. What can he even do? Oh my goodness. He's touching. Oh yes, he's setting the Mega. I forgot. By going to Mega, Sandshrew reactivates and now Sand is back. But is this actually crucial? Oh no, missing the protect. Second protect in a row does guarantee that it loses 1/3 of a chance. Basically 66% lose. Also, one hit KO. He set up Sand and now he's gone. Oh, but the defense, special defense falling. Will-O-Wisp finally lands after 3 misses. My god, is this too little too late? Oh, yep, that was too little too late. All his major attackers are gone. And Not So Typical takes the set 2-1. Great win, guys. Alright. I have to spectate and commentate my own match, so it will be a little awkward here. Rash! Faster, Rash! Right now is winner semis. Okay. Okay, let's think. Right now with this team, what should we do? I assume the Sneasler will go in. Sinisha doesn't really perform too well on this team specifically, so I won't try. Alright. I'm using a very small screen to see, since I'm playing on my Switch Lite after all. Well, this is winner semi-finals. This is game 1 between me. I know my in-game name is Percy. That's because I like playing as my usual name, OC names. And not so typical. So we've seen not so typical round 1. I didn't expect myself to fight him so soon, but we're gonna get good old potential Sun teams here. And in the case of Rain Team, Basque Legion is pretty good. So let's see how we do. Alright. Right now Basque Legion and Whimsicott is on the set. I can't rain dance here. But I can definitely do one thing. I assume he's gonna flip turn, so Basque Legion might flip turn Klefki, and then Whimsicott's gonna set up Tailwind. Yep. Now I can't outspeed them, but whoever comes in is very likely a fire type. Actually, no, it might be a Kangaskhan or Smooth with potential. Right, the turn on the Klefki. Tailwind as I predicted earlier, but to be fair, the first move was pretty reasonably predictable, so I won't say too much yet. Alright, the Chandelure, which means my Will-O-Wisp will not work. Oh, it also absorbed it. Right, so here, Fire type, I assume Mega into Heat Wave, or even some other move, but I assume he's gonna protect. I'll assume the worst case scenario and give in to the fact that he's probably do Heat Wave as the norm. Oh ho ho! I am slower. Makes sense. Heat Wave is gonna do tons of damage. The first game. You know, that's the first Pokemon. What am I talking about? That's a hit and a one-hit kill. Fair trade. Fair trade. So if you don't know yet, I do have 2 Pokemon at the back. I don't know what his third Pokemon would be, but I'll assume I can definitely hit Basque Legion. I assume it's gonna be Basque Legion, but maybe not. It could be Morphin, actually. Yup. Alright. So this is pretty bad. They are faster here. Tailwind is still up. Probably not ideal. It's a case where I would double protect. But Encore is definitely annoying in this particular case because I can't use Volt Switch without risking a lot, right? Right, let's see. I assume Encore, right? But there's a chance I will block the Weather Ball, so there's a small chance. Yes! Protect came out either way. Good risk reward. And that is the last turn of Tailwind as well. So I assume he's gonna Weather Ball. He actually probably doesn't have Eruption. No, probably as a fourth move. Just not like one to use. Alright, Unnerve, gonna force some daily damage. Eruption. The fact that Eruption only hits an opponent is crazy. Tailwind petered out. Right. I went for, I went for Rock Slide, but it could be risky because Tailwind. But Eruption doesn't do too much. Purple doesn't really have that many ways of really doing substantial damage against the two Pokemon right now. We got Rotom Wash and Aerodactyl. Mega Aerodactyl on the board. Alright, Rock Slide first. He didn't go for some setup. Nice flinch. Weather Ball still goes, but this is Rotom Wash we're talking about. He won't die just yet. Berry as well. This is a very good case. Either he encores me, either way, doesn't matter because it will risk himself going down as well. Double protect. Okay, okay. Fair game, but Tailwind is up and you just gave me a free turn. Doesn't matter if I can't land a blow. Alright. Okay, on an expectation level. He can definitely encore my Aerodactyl and force a Protect here. Or Protect fails. What's next? Encore? Tailwind. Alright, sets up the Tailwind. One turn behind me. That means if I can't make use of Tailwind fast enough, this is definitely going to be a bad turn for me specifically in the final turn, as I will be outsped by everything he has. Now Volt Switch going into the second Pokemon. Alright! One Pokemon left. Bascule Legion 2. Switch comes right out. Last respect. In a situation where there's the three Pokemon dead, can he kill? I'm not so sure. Either way, we're evened up because of Tailwind. He's the second fastest thing here. Rock Slide is the only option here for that one slight chance of flinching. I forgot it was 20 or 30% chance, but I think 30 is quite high, not gonna lie. If it flinches, it's game over, not gonna lie. Last respects hits. He killed the wrong guy. Alright. Fast Pokemon down, but he already used his move. Now Draco Meteor lands. And that is KO. Oh, good game, good game. Whew, that was tense. I am sweating, man. I am sweating. Not literally. I finished game 1 with a win, so I will let you commentate.
Yep, I shall.
Spectate my match, specifically. I also forgot to spectate my own match.
Yep, spectating. So is this game 2 right now?
This is game 2, yes. Winners semi-finals. Because my match earlier, the guy basically got DQ for not being here even until 8:50. So
Yeah. I saw.
alright, I'll be quiet for now.
Yep. Okay. Hello everyone. I finished my game. We will let Oscar focus on his game. He is running sorry, hold on, let me look at this. Aerodactyl and Gambit, Rotom Wash, Archaludon, Klefki, and Sinistra. His opponent, sorry, what's his name? Not so typical. Oracle, Basque Legion, when's it called? Oh, they are starting now. Okay, this will be some good games. So we see not so typical starts out with the Kangaskhan and Whimsicott, while Solo Snivy starts out with the Aerodactyl and Klefki. So Whimsicott very often has the tailwind pressure. It's very scary. It can ramp up their games really quickly. Plus, with the Prankster ability, makes it so that it is +1 priority usually. Fake out into the Aerodactyl prevents Solo Snivy's own tailwind, if assuming that is what he wants to do. It sets up his own tailwind. And now Klefki should, as of course, reflect. Currently, there's a lot of physical attackers in the game right now. So reflect is being used very often, especially by Klefki, because of it's in very good typing. Steel Fairy resists most stuff,
He will Drain Punch.
so it's a very good support. Now, we will see what they. Oh, withdrawing the Kangaskhan, he pulls out the Chandelier. This is a. He does have a Mega Stone on the Chandelier. Moonblast into the Aerodactyl. Doesn't kill it though. Rock Slide. What? Oh, but it missed the attack. The 10%. Unfortunate. That would have been a lot of damage onto the Chandelier, especially when it's super effective. Dazzling Gleam gets in. Not that effective. Unfortunate. You can see now, not so typical in a really quite a good spot right now, actually, with his own tailwind setup. And
I mean, you can't
the Rock Slide is just so unfortunate. He does mega the Chandelier. Okay, we can expect the Chandelier to go first. Oh. Solo Snivy megas his own Aerodactyl, but with the tailwind up, he won't be able to move. We'll see. Oh, good wide guard. Chandelier potentially Rain Dance coming out from the Whimsicott. Okay, that's interesting. Wait, is it the? Oh wait, no, it's Klefki. Oh shit. Oh, whoops. Oh, calls out the wide guard though with the Moonblast. Really well thought by not so typical there. Heat Wave does get blocked by the wide guard, but Solo Snivy is down an Aerodactyl right now. He brings out the Rotom Wash. The rain does boost the water attacks from this Rotom Wash. We shall see how Solo Snivy wants to get out of this situation.
He's gonna encore my clef key.
Encore onto the clef key. Okay. So that does lock him into Rain Dance. That's really good. Hydro Pump, good protect by the Chandelier. Sorry, I wasn't looking. Oh, now this Klefki is a sitting duck. He has to be switched out unless he just sits there doing nothing.
I mean, you could bank on it.
But it's such an awkward position to switch out. It is a really bad spot for Solo Snivy right now.
To be fair, I don't mind staying in for one more turn.
And
I don't
if we
mind.
look, the Tailwind has run out.
He's not gonna die anyways.
And Reflect. So Snivy says not worth it to use to swap out the Klefki. It is so hard to do that right now. Fortunately, he does get the Hydro Pump into the Chandelier. That does get the kill. That's really good. Okay. So Snivy, bring it back.
Right. What's next?
That's really good.
Either Torkoal, which I assume he didn't bring.
No, that is the Reflect worn off, and Klefki cannot put it back up thanks to this encore. Brings out the Basque Legion. Okay. Oh, Mold Breaker on the Basque Legion. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Oh, most people bring adaptability shifts in because of the rain, but that is definitely interesting. I haven't seen this before.
Let's be fair, but he's down to his.
Now both players thinking about what to do. This Klefki is still locked into Encore for one more turn. So Snivy brings it out. Brings in the Sinascha. He can heal up the Rotom Wash. Okay. Last respects. Oh, doesn't get the kill. Not enough people in his team to... But he doubles into the Rotom Wash. Oh, that's really good for not so typical right now. So Snivy has to bring out the left key. So Snivy down to his last two Pokemon. And not so typical does have the Kangaskhan still at the back.
Case where I don't mind being slightly slower.
Okay, Reflect is set up. That does have the damage coming in from the Basque Legion, which does save the Sinistra. Okay, Moonblast into the Sinistra as well. Doesn't quite get the kill. I'm expecting a Matra Gotcha here. Nice. That will heal it back up. He could hope for any burns. That would help a lot. Ooh. That does burn the Whimsicott. And then doesn't burn the Basque Legion, but that is a lot of damage. Shield back. Speed. And he has the leftovers.
It's pretty risky.
Okay. It's actually a pretty decent spot. The Sinistra has to do a lot.
This is a particular case where you have to hit the clef key instead.
Protect into the Sinistra.
But you know, last respect kills.
Oh, good avoid the Gets the Thunder Wave into the Basque Legion. That does only good protect. These some really good plays.
And then the stall burn is really gonna kill plays. Here.
So now Basque Legion cannot go first anymore, despite the huge its large speed stat. Solo Snivy bring it all the way back. But there is the Kangaskhan to be worried for, but it shouldn't.
Tailwind for the last sets.
Sets up the tailwind. Okay.
It will
He
kill.
does still go
No, it doesn't.
first.
Let's go, let's go.
Oh, because of the tailwind. The tailwind boosts the speed. Dazzling Gleam goes in. And it is a Matra Gotcha. It does hit into the Basket Legion. That should kill and heal up the Sinistra. And now Kangaskhan has to deal with these two supports. It's really well played. Really well played from both players right now.
The thing is, he can only fake out this one, even if he wanted to. And with Reflect on, he can't really kill. Tailwind is definitely gonna make him faster.
Okay. Exciting. Oh, I'm really impressed. Really impressed by how Solo Snipey brought this game back despite losing the early turns with the Aerodactyl. We go protect. Kangaskhan does have Scrappy, so he has to think about that.
Ha! I knew it!
Does predict the fake out.
Yeah, Scrappy after
That
all.
will be... Oh, there will be a free Thunder Wave into it. And now Kangaskhan is... I mean... He was pretty slow. He was pretty slow anyways. But like, at least he now has a chance to not move. It's just so hard. So hard to get rid of
probably
these
only does like 20%.
These two supports supporting
like
each other.
25.
Uses the facade.
Good hit.
Gets the kill on this initial. And now it's just a question of whether he can close it out on this Klefki. Dazzling Gleam. That is the only move.
Here.
That is the only move that Klefki knows by Solo Snivy. And Kangaskhan.
He has Drain Punch, but it doesn't really matter.
Puts out the Reflect again, hoping to stall for more time.
Yes! Oh, free!
Free! He couldn't move because he got paralyzed. And now Tailwind is out.
He can't kill me with anything else. Facade's the only move.
The Klefki will definitely go first. Since no Tailwind does get the Dazzling Gleam.
Half?
Oh, but it's not as much damage. Drain Punch goes in.
Oh,
that's even less damage.
Here. I will kill him in 4 turns.
It's just so hard to get rid of these With
the math calculation, I will win out. Unless he crits me. Which there's a chance, but you know.
Drain Punch again. The Reflect is really helping out. So
this is a very...
the current
2 more turns of Reflect.
The healing on the Drain Punch is actually helping out. Reflect only has 2 turns left.
He's still too slow to do much, so I can't really say much.
He has to hope for something like a paralysis.
Is he gonna do
facade
enough?
in. Does that kill? No, it doesn't. And he doesn't
and
get
that
the
one
heal
turn
from
not
the
healing,
as
you
well.
kind of fucked yourself
be
over.
It. The next
You can't win this. This damage
will...
comp doesn't work out in your favor. Oh fuck.
Both players thinking about what to do, and that does kill. That does seal this game.
Let's go! Let's go!
Yes.
Clutch out! Clutch out!
Nice. Was that?
That was game 2, yeah. I took it.
2-0? Oh, okay. Nice. For sure.
Alright. Alright, we're currently waiting for the next game. I don't know when that one got
Because
Yeah,
no.
this is your game.
This is my game. Yeah.
I will be waiting in winners finals. Alright, don't start without me, thank you. I will set up the room first. So pretty good games coming in from all sides. That was close. I actually sweated there, but the damage calcs tell me I will not lose that game. All right. This one is east side. This one is I assume it'll be Russia. And then the other side is Gold Macuber. Right, now I will commentate this one. What's gonna happen if both commentators end up needing to commentate? What's gonna happen? Not gonna lie, I do not know. Alright, so great games from all. This is the first this is a best of 3 sets as per usual, single elimination. So go right into the game between Resher Alvin. Sorry, I spelled it wrong. No, it's correct. Huh? Okay, so what Pokemon are they gonna go for? Let's see. Alright, so let's see their teams. From what I can tell, Rashid Alvin is using generally a great defensive team with Sandstream as a clutch weather choice. And Gold Macuber right now is using, I think the clutch is in either Scizor or Aerodactyl, but the Mega Floette is very likely, and I believe it is. It could do a lot of damage. Mega Floette is actually very well suited to go into this. The only one that it wouldn't be is potentially Excadrill and Corvin, right? On the other side, what should Rush be worried about? Mega Floette naturally, and Sneasler could be quite problematic. I also think Scizor is a great choice here. Sinistcha could be, but it's also not the most likely in this particular case. But yeah, could go either way. Alright, going into the first game. Alright, Gold Mike for Vancouver sends out Hydreigon Meteor, with his opponent sending up Incineroar and Tyranitar. So Intimidate immediately gonna be negated thanks to Wonder of Yours. White Earth, nice Jojo. Actually, one of his whole team is Jojo. Nope, he didn't put down the nicknames for me. Hail Hydra. Right, so Resh doesn't nickname his Pokemon. Okay, so what are both players gonna choose for this round? Tyranitar right goes straight for the Mega Evolution. Doesn't seem to have any weather contestants anyway, so it's a safe response. Protect comes right in. Sneezer gonna try to live this out. Not gonna go for a fake out. Protect on Tyranitar as well. So what's the play here? Fake out on Hydreigon is correct, and the opponent, Gomakuber, doesn't get to move. Either way, like, what's the move? Focus Blast? I don't remember what Hydreigon has. Should probably do some research actually. Wait, no. I have the list. Heat Wave, Dark Pulse, Draco Meteor, and Snarl. So Snarl is gonna be good for lowering attack, I believe, on both opponents at the same time. It's basically intimidate with an attack, right? So that would be great to use, but in this particular case, it might be difficult to use because the only move that he can really hit both opponents well is Draco Meteor. Because Dark Pulse and Snarl are Dark type moves, and even if it does benefit, which you're using, right? You're risking quite a bit. In terms of like if Incineroar has a fighting type move like close combat or even like low sweep or something like that. I don't remember what other ones he has. Tyranitar switches back, keeps the weather in the back pocket. Excadrill comes out with Sand Rush, very fast speed immediately. Would get Como-O immediately in with the fighting Dragon type, but was going to go for the Tyranitar anyway. Focus Slash keeping it alive. Very crucial. Is he going to be faster than the Unburdened Sneeze? Here we have Draco Meteor. Perfect hit! But the Dragon type negating Berry comes in. Haban Berry. Great damage. 15% left to kill. He can't take another hit. He's not fast enough. I presume he's not fast enough. Like he hasn't a chance to Clangorous Soul. He can't even do so. He could only do Clangorous Scales. Como-O to keep him lasting for maybe a turn longer. Close combat was gonna go into Como-O, and that means Draco Meteor on the Excadrill. Is that not high risk, high reward? Because Snarl would have killed Excadrill here. Because like you're negating a lot of your special attack after this. Next turn could be a switch out. Or maybe it's a choice. Yeah, that could be the case. It could be a choice scarf. Actually, yes it is. Me thinking whether it is without looking at the team sheet and then looking at the team sheet like, yeah, it is. Okay, it's a choice scarf Hydreigon, which makes a lot of sense for why he's so fast. I believe this is the main meta, choice scarf as the item for Hydreigon. But Tyranitar coming out here. Can he do anything major here? Close combat could hit. Draco Meteor could still go for the Como-O either way. Right now, I believe it's a -4. Yeah. Either way, both Pokemon are pretty risky right now. Oh, another protect. Wait, is that a double protect? No. That was close combat. Right. Tyranitar stays alive for one more turn. Draco Meteor goes into the right Pokemon, and he should kill. It is 40 something only. Alright, one turn down, Incineroar will come out. Yes. Only Incineroar. Alright, this game one is going pretty tense. Rush is losing ground quite quickly right now. Double intimidates against Sneezer, can't do much right now, not gonna lie. But look at the stats, it's plus, okay, actually not that. Yeah, because he did White Earth cancel out Intimidate earlier. I'm more surprised Rush has Shiny Incineroar. Personally, maybe he was lucky, I don't know. The review goes back. What's he gonna switch out to? Aerodactyl. So so he's at risk of tailwinding as well. Double switch out. Scizor will be so good here. Alright, if Aerodactyl has Focus Sash, it would probably be deactivated here. Yes, it did. Sandstorm subsided. No more chances to set it up again. So no special defense boost on the Tyranitar here. Not that it matters because all of them are attacking the Pokemon. Bullet Punch would do quite a bit of damage coming from Scizor. But he probably doesn't need that speed. Let me check. Scizor here is a Mega, alright. Bullet Punch, Bug Bite, protect his Force Stand. So he is Force here. But that would be at risk of a potential Flare Blitz from Incineroar. Does he have? Yes, he does. Alright. Bug Bite gonna do tons of damage and Incineroar is down. The biggest risk to this plan that Golden Cooper has right now was Incineroar. Wow, he just took his Citrus Berry. Not that it matters. Wait. What berry was that? Oh, it's probably a chop. Oh yeah, it's a passion berry. That's why it negates water. Alright, very bad position for Resh right now. One Pokemon left, and Sneasler is back at full health. 1v3. Either you forfeit or you try your best. What will his opponent do though? Protect to last one more turn. This is delaying the inevitable, I presume. Because Bullet Punch and Close Combat would do so much damage on this time. He doesn't have an option here, either forfeits or actually can't be proven wrong. What do I know anyway? Damn, this is a good team, not gonna lie. That's it. Golden Cooper takes the first game. Crucial first game goes to Golden Cooper. Rush couldn't turn things back around at all, at almost every turn. What? Fucking bullshit. Alright, we're going to game 2. Let me change the display here. I haven't changed it. Golden Cooper one game down to move on to grand finals for today's bracket. Actually, I should just put semifinals before. Alright. How will Resh turn things around with this game? It's pretty difficult, not gonna lie. Okay, let me think up the ideas here. So, in a lot of cases, Golden Cooper's team just straight up negates Resh's team. I think Corviknight's pretty crucial here because he's the only one who can actually tank it. Like I said, but close combat, right? Close combat's pretty bad. I think Como is pretty good. I don't think the Sand team's gonna work out today because if the Mega Flowette comes out, you're kinda dead, right? Sinistra doesn't look good either, so pretty bad matchup either way. It's like at least I would give it a 70-30 matchup right now in Golden Cooper's favor. This is so difficult to fight against him, and now he has Aerodactyl on lead. Maybe he wants to save Sneasler for just in case. Alright, double sand right in. This time no switching. It's a better chance here because you get immediate sand boost. Sand boost plus speed boost on the Excadrill. Right, yep. Sand Rush and Focus Sash. So one hit is all it takes for Excadrill to not be as effective on the turn, right? Because he can't last more than one hit without it. Against this matchup, it's pretty difficult. Not to say both Pokemon as the opponent side can kill in this particular case, because Sneaser's not on the team. But in last game, he swapped into Excadrill, which cost him because the same slot had the same weakness. Alright, Heat Wave went out. Pretty good damage. Focus Sash is gone. Yeah, Focus Sash here too. Rock Slide, I assume. Tailwind for Aerodactyl, I presume. Yup. Good, setting things up just in case he does go down. Okay. Oh, that didn't kill! And I think this is a wrap for this particular duo right here. The Rock set. Oh, wait a minute! I forgot about Sandstorm. Sandstorm clutched it out. And Aerodactyl still lives because he's a rock type. Oh. The lead actually swung. Just a bit because I was like, Hydreigon's the fastest thing here. But right now, Scizor can be the fastest thing here. Mega Scizor, Bullet Punch could do tons of damage. Bug Bite Cube. Actually, Bug Bite could do quite a bit of damage as well to a rat. That's just Tyranitar here. Those blonde eyes and blonde eyebrows. Very distracting. Also, he never customized his trainer. Hey, I know Resh in real life, okay? I'm only saying things because it's fun. Alright, Mega Scizor. Great power comes great responsibility, and he could do tons of damage whoever he hits. But I presume it's gonna be Tyranitar unless Glowing Beat went out to the Excadrill. He lives another day. Sword Dance straight up charges in front of their faces. Is there gonna be a Rock Slide? No! Wait. Does he not have Rock Slide? That would have been a perfect chance. That was literally the only move you should have used. God. Yes, there's a chance to miss, but still, that's not a good idea. Because Mega Scizor is the dangerous one here. And now Sneasler's in the game. Alright. 2 on Gomakuber's side. Same 2 on Ref's side. He's trying to outlast his opponents quite strongly. And is this the first time I just noticed there was a blur effect for the Pokemon specifically? And of course in sand it's going to be very difficult to do so. Yeah, there is a blur effect there. Like when you see it close up, you'll see it. First time I noticed it. Right now Mega Scizor can go and hit Tyranitar pretty well. He can't really live this either way. One Bullet Punch is all it takes. Corviknight, perfect switch in. I think this is a great Pokemon to bring here and protect. He's gonna last one more turn. Assuming both goes in. Nope, Bug Bite does nothing. Great ineffectiveness here. I'm saying this is the only chance for Resh. Because Corviknight, whatever he can do here, he's the only one who could do something here. Tyranitar here is going to be very difficult to face because he doesn't have tail. Okay, tail is the one. Sandstorm 2. Pretty bad. It looks pretty bad. That's all I can say. Gomakuber could turn things around. Extra is pretty weak here, but he's gonna switch into his fourth Pokemon with Komodo. Nothing major seems to gonna endanger this Pokemon here, but that's a lot of damage. Combat doesn't kill here. Dual Wing Beat? Does he have Dual Wing Beat? No, it's Brave Bird. Just straight up. Alright, one shot down. 3v1. Actually, no, it's 4v1. It seems pretty dire here, guys. Sneasler just went down. One Pokemon is left. Tailwind is out. You're fastest here, but you're not that fast. You're definitely not faster than Excadrill if he comes out in sand. And I assume Tyranitar is going to come out only in sand when the sandstorm goes out. Bullet Punch will knock this guy out. I presume, yes, he does. But the Komo will do quite a bit considering it is fighting type. Aura Sphere. That's about like 45%. This is a perfect chance for Tyranitar to come out. And he just needs to stall. As long as he can stall his turn, he can take this out, right? A Komo cannot take a bullet punch. In the one chance Tyranitar protects, Komo hits or gets hit, which is more likely. Oh, Bug Bite! One shot. Tyranitar went down, which greatly, but Aura Sphere, it won't kill, which is why he gambled on it. You can see the amount of not say misplays, like amount of misdirections they're going for. Like I thought turn 1 would be naturally Tyranitar stall, but now Scizor has a small chance. A small chance, but a chance nonetheless. Compared to just now, definitely a chance. I'll tell you. Very likely was that Mega Tyranitar was going to go for either a Loki or a knockoff earlier. And here Komo dies. Excadrill is the last Pokemon. If he doesn't kill here, it's a wrap. That was so close. And Resh takes it by the skin of his teeth. God damn. Let me join back in. Sudden disconnection here. No, I pressed the wrong one. I think I missed. Okay, thankfully I'm not. Alright, we're going back in. Alright, for game 3, potential last game here for either player. Great adaptation. I think that is, to be fair, I think that's the only plan you can use to counter Gomakuber's side right now. Because Sinisha doesn't feel right, Incineroar doesn't feel right either. But for Gomakuber, he still has the back pocket Floette and Sinisha, which does work well against Resh's team. Hydreigon on that turn, on that particular game, probably didn't do too much. Alright, Snoozer into Hydreigon again. As same as the first set, but this time Corviknight goes into the first game. The first pair. Gonna choose. Corviknight cannot be killed, but he's most likely gonna get faked out here because he can't kill Snoozer in one hit. Look at that, look at that. There's a direct line of portrait mode right there on the Snoozer. This is the case that works out. Brave Bird and Sneasler, Corviknight and Sneasler are gonna lock each other in. High chance Heat Wave from Hydreigon here, because why not? And Tyranitar is gonna tank all of it either way. Could Rock Slide, but it wouldn't matter against two fast Pokemon. So I actually think Knockoff could be the move. Going with the boost in stats. Regardless of sand, because there's, again, no weather contestants. Protecting to keep him alive. Just in case close combat goes in. Heat Wave misses Tyranitar and hits the Corviknight. Over 50% damage dealt. I think that's about 55. Close combat doubles in. That does it. The danger for Sneasler is gone. Immediate one hit. Actually, no, that's a 2-hit KO. I should nick it up. Double down. Alright. What are we gonna do with the Excadrill here? Sand Rush is active. He could be faster than the Hydreigon, but it's very unlikely because the Choice Scarf Hydreigon is quite fast. Sneasler though, unlike Corviknight, was literally the only. That's a 1-hit KO again. I think Gomakuber might have this back in the pack. Heat Wave. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Earthquake only affects one as well. It doesn't do anything to Hydreigon here. Can he kill? Yes, he does. 3 versus 2 remaining. Pretty dire. Incineroar comes out, but that doesn't do anything for Hydreigon. It does negate, does lower Scizzor's attack, but only one stage. He can just Sword Stance it back. It's very dangerous, because like now Excadrill can't Earthquake him. It's too risky, nor should he, right? What does Excadrill do? Rock Slide, Earthquake, Iron Head, and Protect. What's the use of protecting here? Very low chances of doing anything after that. If he's fast, he should Rock Slide. I don't remember if he was faster. I think Hydreigon was still faster. But yeah. Very bad situation for Reshiram right now. It's through Hail Hydra. Alright, one down. One last one to go, and right now there's Aerodactyl. Fast boy right here. Rock Slide could do tons of damage, and then we could have a Bug Bite in from the Scizor, which could knock out Incineroar here. Very low chance Incineroar is fast enough to do anything here. what to do when your whole team is faster. You couldn't use Sinister here because even with Trick Room, Sinister just doesn't favor well against his entire team, his opponent's entire team. Oh, that left him alive. Flare Blitz just to bank it in. Yup. That's a one-hit kill. 2v1 on an Incineroar with low health. And then that actually killed itself. GG. Damn, that was good. Great games, great games. Alright, now let me set things up. Grand Finals. Solo Snivy versus Gold Makuber. Alright, good games, good games. To be fair, I think the team matchup was pretty poor to begin with. Because besides Corviknight, I think a lot of it would lose out. That's just my thoughts. Right? Because you literally can't put in Sinistra who might have Trick Room, right? Because everything can kill it. Almost everything. But resistance. Yeah, but I think that Sneasler Hydreigon lead definitely did do a lot to negate your plan immediately. Game 1 and Game 3 it did really good. So we'll see. I need to re-log in on my normal champions account because I couldn't keep 2 switches active. My brain's not good enough to do both and commentate at the same time. This was a pretty good tournament for the first time we did this, so pretty good. Oh, it's only 10. Yeah, we can definitely do a double limit next time if the number keeps low. Alright, guys. Thank you.
Now we're just waiting on Goldmite and Soul Snivy to start their game.
I assume wait, I don't know.
I mean, I think it should be fine.
Yeah. We're pretty early because it's only 10.
Yep.
Alright, I'll move now.
Oh. All right, and now both players going into this. Okay, as you saw from my games earlier, Goldmite is running the Mega Scissor, Mega Fluid team. It's kinda nah. He has some variations to this team, but it is a known strat. Now both players are picking their Pokemon. I'm curious to how what the starting two are gonna be like. Maybe a Klefki. Maybe Klefki, Aerodactyl from Solar Sniper. Maybe a little bit of oh. And now we are starting. See Goldmite lead with Floette and Klefki will come wash. Okay. Very interesting so far. So one thing to note is that Hydreigon and Floette are special attackers. So Reflect might not do that much. We don't know if he decides to set it up. We do see the Mega come out for the Floette. There's the Fairy Aura, giving you a bunch of damage. Rain Dance comes out for the Rotom Wash. Then we Heat Wave goes out. It doesn't do that much damage actually because of this rain. Holy! But it does get the burn. The half attack stat wouldn't matter that much. But oh, that kills the Rotom Wash. Rotom Wash dies without even getting to do anything turn 1. And that's a big, huge turn 1. That's a big threat on Soul Sniper's team. Gone from the very first turn. And that's what he did to my episode. Takes away the Hydreigon. Gets in the Scizor. Okay. So he brought both Scizor and Mega to this game. So Scizor, I mean, his item is basically nothing, right? Which is King Crimson does oh, it's a double evasion. That's so unfortunate. For Solo Snivy there, that's that has I've been there. I play a T-Tar team. some games are just not it. Because of that double evasion. It's looking pretty bad for Solo Snivy, but he did make it back. Bullet Punch into the cup, he doesn't kill. Gets the Reflect out, okay. So ups the damage. Dual Wing Beat into Floette. Does that kill? That should kill actually. Oh! He survives on 8 health and the that goes in. Kills both Pokemon. And now Soul Snivy is back down to its last one. The Reflect did not do much because once again, Floette is a special attacker. The Reflect will not do that much damage. We shall see how Soul Snivy decides to respond. And the question now is whether let's not beat around the bush. It's 1v4. It's gonna be hard to come back. I think the question now is whether he wants to gather more information. He's processing all the thoughts. And it depends on whether he wants to gather more information or withhold the information that he already has, does not want to reveal anything to. Especially speed stats. Speed stats are so important. So we'll see. It does bring out the Archaeodon. Oh shit, wait. I was lagging. Oh shit, I'm so sorry. Moonblast goes into the leaves the Archaeodon at 10 health. Electroshock, that does hit this turn. Special attack goes up. Who does he target though? Into the Sneasler, that does get the KO, but he's down to his last 10 health. And that is the forfeit going through Torso's idea right here. And we shall move on to game 2. And now we are in game 2 right now. It will be interesting to see what VGC can adjust for Gold Knight's team. Looking very solid. Very solid performance in the first game for Gold Knight. As we saw, he's a really good player. He knows what he wants to do. He knows what he wants to do. He knows what we want to do. Gold Knight now brings up the Scizor and Microcom. Now VGC switches it up to the Aerodactyl and Kingambit. Players making their decisions. Kingambit here, I don't think it's in that great of a spot, especially into these two Pokemon. I feel like okay, he does get the Mega on the Aerodactyl. There's a Heat Wave. Big damage into the Kingambit here. And then now the Counter Thief that does do a lot of damage. Not quite enough. Does Kingambit die? He lives on 12 health. That is very big for VGC right now. Because of this Tailwind setup, I believe even if the Hydreigon is scarfed, the Aerodactyl should go first. Tough to say for the King Gambit. Bullet Punch goes in. That's a lot of damage into Aerodactyl. Speed doesn't matter if you're prior. Oh, and the Hydreigon goes first into the King Gambit. That's the Heat Wave. Oh, my Pokemon goes down. And now we shall see what the remaining two. It is the Arcadiodon and the Sinistcha. It is a 2v4. It will be a bit harder for OffstageMY to go through to beat the remaining 4 Pokemon in Gold Knight's. But I believe we all saw the game versus Not So Typical. We know he can play. Switches out the Hydreigon. Brings up the Sneasler. And he measures the Sizzle. It's gonna be interesting to see what the Scizor will do. Good that Rage Powder goes in. Going to protect the Arcadiodon. Draco Meteor. Survives on 7 health, and now Arcadiodon is minus with the Wiper though, so not as bad. Bug Bite, that should be a lot of damage. It's the Sinistcha. Leftovers healing it back up a bit, but now the Sinistcha half health. The Sneasler and Scizor is low, but they are fast. They have the priority moves. Really interesting. Protect into the Arcadiodon. Okay, I like it. Bullet Punch into the Sinistcha. Doesn't quite get the kill. Close combat blocks. Arcadiodon block the close combat. Now it's in the capture area. Does kill the Sneasler. Does not that much damage into. Oh, but he gets the burn. That's huge. Maybe it's huge. Half the. Oh, this guy Scizor. There's so many S names. Yeah. Now 41 health. That does mean the tailwind is out. There we go. Very scary position here. Right. The Scizor can Bullet Punch, right? But does it kill? It protects him. Does it Bullet Punch? Heat Wave. Oh, Heat Wave does a lot of damage. Oh. Arcadiodon's special defense not that high. Bug Bite into the Sinistcha. Draco Meteor, but it misses! It misses the Draco Meteor. It was so crucial to get rid of this Hydreigon, to get rid of this Heat Wave. Ah, no! He withdraws the Hydreigon though, okay. Gets up the Aerodactyl. Rage Powders. He wants to protect this Arcadiodon. He's scared it gets killed. Bug Bite does go in. Doesn't get the kill though. Draco Meteor into the Aerodactyl. I don't think there is the focus eye. Right, I forgot that was a thing. And now he is -2. Society is hanging in there. He's hanging in there, but it's really hard. And Goldmite is playing it so cautiously. He doesn't want to get cocky. Want to just throw away his lead. He just wants to make sure he can do. Just reduce the chances of a comeback to 0. That is all Goldmite is thinking about. He gets the protect on Sinistra. Both punches into Sinistra, good protect. Okay, and into the rock slide. That doesn't do much because of the protect. And it avoids. Good evasion. Flash damage into the Aerodactyl. That does kill. It was 1 health. Now it's once again 2v2. This burn on the scissor is the damage slowly racking up. Now we see what both players will decide to do. In my opinion, this will ride solely on this Hydreigon. The scissor is not going to do that much damage with this burn. Great Powder goes in, trying to get the attention away from Bullet Punch. Should get the kill here. It does reduce it. Hydreigon should get the hit. Draco Meteor doesn't miss in the Hydreigon. Does it kill? It does, and Goldmite takes it 2-0. Unless it's specified when I'm fucking stupid. Hold on. Is it specified? Am I dumb? It isn't, right? Ah, okay. GG's, congratulations, Goldmite. Taking the champion in the offstage.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Susah weh that team.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. But to be fair, both rock slide missing is fucking sad.
What the hell? The amount of unlucky moments in that set was so bad. I'm like, when I need to hit and it doesn't, that was my only chance.
Yeah, those were the crucial hits, I feel.
Luckily, second game I almost brought it back, but yeah,
Kind of.
I couldn't bank on one protect in the case Scizor dies, because either way Akalodon will die, right?
No, yeah. I think you played it well, but the Hydreigon, I feel it's annoying as hell. Yeah.
True. And this is the one game where I think if I brought Klefki in, it would have worked out better, because I would have Rain Dance, which would negate a lot of the damage that the Hydreigon would do. The one time I bring King Gambit to counter is other bullshit, but it didn't. It didn't.
Man, Goldmite, he thinks about what you want to do. To be fair, he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty good, man. And GG's to Goldmite, because Gold McCuber, his in-game name, Gold McCuber took this first offstage champions on the rise. How do you feel about this tournament, Rash?
For anyone going to the tournament this weekend, so yeah, I think it was pretty awesome for him.
So let me just give a quick breakdown, and I think I should discuss with you just for a little bit about this whole bracket. So First time we did this tournament, I think TO wise, besides the Discord related issues, I think overall it was fine. Sending in teams before every game, and then most players would still rush into the game anyway, so we don't have to worry about like people not following directions in this particular case. So again, very nice people, thankfully, and we only had one DQ because even until now he never replied. So Sakagi Jack, too bad for this first time. I hope I'll see you next time. Yeah, and for Gold Might, who took the first COTR, congratulations. This is Solo Snivy, and here is Resh, my co-commentator, and TO. This is our first tournament. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Depending on popularity, if people want a singles tournament, I could do it, but for now, the expected one should be VGC format again. Either way, I hope you guys join, and thank you guys for watching today's tournament.
Thank you everyone. Thank you. It's been a fun game. Fun games. Everyone played well. Yeah.